Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Creature Commandos. The trailer has finally dropped from James Gunn and the DCU. Cartoon about some leftover DC characters. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, Joan. Books 1 through 15, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, this is basically the Suicide Squad, the animated series. It's a prequel to what James Gunn did before because they have General Flag in it, the father of Colonel Flag, and various other random assortment of characters that are in the DCU, I think. And they're merely okayish. The Bride of Frankenstein, Dr. Phosphorus, little girl who's like a sea monster type character. Weasel is in it. That's a James Gunn signature character. G.I. Robot. It's okay. Looks fine. So you got all the people in it here. Viola Davis reprises her role as the woman from the Suicide Squad. I can't think of the character's name. Alan Tudyk, I think he's G.I. Robot. David Harbour, Sean Gunn, of course, brother to James. Frank Grillo, Zoe Chow, who I think I know. The other ones, don't really know. Steve Agee, I think I've heard of. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a prequel to the Suicide Squad. Takes place in the past. Kind of ties some things in for the DCU, the new version. Maybe it'll lay some of the groundwork for some of the other stuff that's going to come down the pike. Ultimately, it's just a cartoon. So I kind of want to like it, but so much has come out of DC and Marvel that's such crap. It's kind of hard to get your hopes up, right? Could this be good? Yeah, it looks okay. It looks a little over the top. It could go down the path of the Harley and Ivy cartoon, which, God forbid, which was just too much. It seems... Now, I kind of trust James Gunn's sensibilities. When you look at the second Suicide Squad movie, it's pretty watchable. This, I'm not in love with the animation and the design. Looks a little cheap, but maybe it could be fun. I would give it a chance simply because I have Max for free and I could see it for free. I don't expect any big revelations here. Maybe down the pike, maybe way down the road, if the DCU Redux that James Gunn has in mind is a big hit, and he starts doing lots of spin-off movies, maybe one of these characters becomes important or returns, and that would be interesting. Is he willing to do that? I don't know. Does he have the power to do that? That remains to be seen. I think he has to prove himself. Warner Brothers is not in any great shakes, and quite frankly, the comic book company at this point is basically a disgrace, in my opinion. So, can they... I think the vibe coming out of Warner Brothers feels like they're going to try to... They're not going to do anything overtly woke, but at the same time, they're not exactly putting the genie back in the bottle, if you know what I mean. There was a little noise of that initially with David Zaslav coming in, but then you see some of the stuff that's coming out, and you got to wonder, Now, maybe if they continue down this, say, non-woke path, and it's consistent, and they put out this and a few movies, and they're all, hey, these are pretty decent, and they're not woke. Okay, maybe they're pulling out at a dive. Maybe all this stuff that was already in development they poured their money into from the previous regime will finally be purged, and we could get back to some level of normalcy with these characters, that we won't constantly be beaten over the head by the message. But the problem is, even in the 90s and the 2000s, the message was there. It was just a lot more subtle. So putting the genie back in the bottle is going to require a real sort of discipline. And I'm not seeing different people. You know what I mean? Like, there's still a lot of people in the studio system, kind of the same. I haven't seen a mass exodus of people yet. You know, the union strike kind of messed everything up, kind of cut back production. So maybe that was an opportunity to purge a lot of the wokies out of the studio. But I don't think it would have gotten them all. And it's not like the DEI kind of HR stuff doesn't still exist there. It kind of does. But you can't please two masters. You can't please the DEI nuts and the fans. So, we'll see. I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's see if there's a write-up here. Starts December 5th. Exclusively on Max. And that's about it. From James Gunn, the new DC Studios, and Max original series Creatures Commandos. You wanted monsters, you got MFing monsters. Okay. I'll check your first episode out. Probably. But it better be good. I mean, you've raised the bar. You keep talking and talking online about stuff. Deliver, James. Deliver like you've never delivered before. And maybe, just maybe, DC will come back. And that's it for me, Tony D. And Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. The live stream went very well. Sorry if I sound a little tired. Little Joan kept me up all night again. Don't ask. Anyhow, thanks to all who came out today for the Brick Heroes Con in Brick, New Jersey. Tomorrow I'll be online with the Mercer County Library at 6:30 p.m. There's a link below to my site, and then a link to the site where you can register if you'd like to hear my talk online about how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.